Welcome back students, welcome to the class. Today we will going to discuss the covalent character in the ionic compound. In the previous class we have discussed the ionic compound, that whenever a metal transfer its one or two electrons to the non-metal atom, an ionic bond is formed. The strength of the ionic bond is governed by the two factors, that is lattice enthalpy and the hydration energy. So these values are very important and we have discussed about that in the previous class. The covalent character in the ionic compound is given by which rule? The answer is, the rule is Fazan rule. The rule is what? Fazan rule. So when anion and cation approach each other, the valence shell of an anion is pulled towards the cation nucleus, because the reason being that cation is smaller in size and anion is larger in size. So in case of anion, the number of electrons are more than the number of protons in the nucleus, while in case of cation, the number of protons are more than the number of electrons. So what happens? The cation nuclei, due to its large effective charge, is able to attract the electronic cloud of the anion towards itself. So the shape of the anion is deformed. Now actually anion is what? Anion is like that, symmetrical shape. But when it is attracted by the cation, the elongation of the anionic symmetry happens. So what happens? This is called deformation. Okay, the phenomenon of deformation of the anion by the cation is known as polarization. The ability of the cation to polarize the given anion is called the polarizing power of the cation. Now you have to keep in mind two important facts here, that cation has the ability to polarize and anion has the capability to undergo polarization. So what happens? That the high positive charge presence on the cation is able to attract the electrons of the anion in such a way that deformation of its size takes place, and this deformation is called polarization. Okay, so cation has polarizing power and the anion has polarizability. The Fazan pointed out that greater is the polarization of the anion in the molecule, more is the covalent character. Why? Because it is considered that in an ionic compound, the charges are pointed, the charges are localized. But what happens in the polarization? The charges get elongated, the electronic symmetry got elongated, it got spread up. So a covalent character has emerged in that pointed symmetry. So deformation of the anion has taken place. So more the distortion of the anion, more will be the polarization of the anion, and therefore covalent character is more. So here you can see that it means polarization and covalent nature are directly proportional. More is polarization, more is the covalent character. I am repeating once more, more is polarization, more is the covalent character. Okay, Fazan gives some rules which govern the covalent character in an ionic compound, which are given. Now what are the Fazan's rules? That size of the cation, okay, so size of the cation is inversely proportional to 1 by, so size of So size of the cation is inversely proportional to polarization. So smaller the size of the cation, greater is polarization, greater is deformation. Deformation means polarization. Size of the anion, larger the size of the anion, more is polarization. Okay, sure about that? Charge on the cation, greater the charge on the cation, more will be polarization. Charge on the anion, greater the charge on anion, more will be the polarization. So you can easily see that size of the anion and charge on the anion, if more, if size and charge of anion, if it is higher, more polarization. Okay, similarly, greater the charge on the cation, more will be the polarization. Polarization means what? Deformation of the anionic symmetry. And most important point is pseudo noble gas configuration. Cations having pseudo noble gas configuration have more polarizing power, has the more deformation ability than the cation which has noble gas configuration. Inert means noble gas. For example, NaCl has noble gas configuration, while copper ion has pseudo noble gas configuration. So what can happen? Okay, what is pseudo noble gas configuration? If the configuration is NS2 NP6 ND10, then what can happen? This type of configuration is called as pseudo noble gas configuration. For example, what happens in case of copper plus 1 ion? What can you observe? You can observe that outermost configuration is 3s2 3p6 3d10, while in case of Na plus it is 2s2 2p6. So Na plus has noble gas configuration, while Cu plus had pseudo noble gas configuration. So I am repeating once more, if a cation has configuration NS2 NP6 and ND10, that cation will have more covalent character. So now let's see things by example. Now what can you hear? What is polarizability? It is defined as the ability of the anion or the property of the anion to become deformed, to become polarized through the deformation of electron charge by the cation. So a cation pulls up the electron from the anion and in the way deform its symmetrical geometry. The anion with the large size have large polarizability. They have more deformation, like iodide ion has more polarizability than bromide ion. Bromide ion has more polarizability than chloride ion. Chloride ion has more polarizability than fluoride ion. Why? Because iodide ion is large size. In comparison to that, fluoride ion is very small size. So, in which case polarization is most? Answer is iodide ion. Okay, so deformation of the electron charge cloud of an anion is the polarizability of the anion. Larger the size of the anion, easily its electron can be attracted by the cation. And this is how what happens. Anion is symmetrical in nature, but here you can see the symmetrical nature of the anion has been deformed. It is elongated like that, oval shaped become. This oval shape is called deformed anion, or it is called as polarized anion. More the polarization, more will be the covalent nature. Now you can easily see that here also. What can happen here in this case? Here you can see that polarization of an anion increases with the increase in anionic size or anionic charge. For example, polarizability of iodide is more than fluoride anion, because what happens, this is fluoride anion, this is iodide anion. So what can happen? So is similarly charged. Now here in this case the polarizability is like that, but here the polarizability is much more higher. So higher the charge on the anion, higher the size of the anion, the distance from the outermost electron from the nucleus is very large. So what can happen? The outermost electrons are not bonded by the nucleus so strongly, so they can easily pulled by the higher nuclear charge of the cation. So that's why what can happen. So similarly what happens, sulfide ion, okay, selenium anion and oxide anion, like that also. So what can happen, selenium is more deformed than sulfide anion, and sulfide anion is more deformed than what, oxide anion. Are you getting that? Similarly what happens, if you have a phosphide anion and you have nitride anion, what can happen, phosphide anion is much more deformed than nitride anion. So larger the size of the anion, easily it can be deformed. Okay, why? I told you already that larger the size of the anion, its valence electrons are far away from the nucleus, and that far away electrons experience more attraction from the high nuclear charge of the cation present nearby. So if the polarization of the anion increases, the covalent character also increases. That's why AgI is more covalent than AgF. So you can easily see that AgF is more ionic, or it is less covalent than AgCl, that is less covalent than AgBr, that is less covalent than silver iodide. So you can say that silver iodide is most covalent and silver fluoride is least covalent. Are you sure? Now the ability of the cation to distort the anion is known as polarizing power. The tendency of the anion to become polarized is known as polarizability. So anion has polarizability, cation has polarizing power. The polarizing power is shown by the word phi. So phi proportional to charge by radius. So it means polarizing power will be more if charge is high. If charge is high, and polarizing power will be more if size is small. Size is small, and here I am talking about of the cation. If the charge on the cation is high, if the charge on the cation is high, if the charge on the cation is high, and the size of the anion is small, then what can happen? So high charge and small size means more polarizing power. Let us suppose for example, in case of, let us suppose you have taken example of lithium plus 1 Na plus and K plus. What can happen? So all carry charge of +1, similar charge, okay? But you can know that size is what? Size is different. Size is what? Size of radius. So all have carry charge of +1 same. But effective nuclear charge is more on lithium. So what can happen? Phi of lithium is more than phi of sodium greater than phi of potassium. It means if anion is same, lithium has the highest ability to deform the anion. Okay, I am repeating once more, polarizing power depend upon charge by radius ratio. Similarly, what can happen? You have Al3 plus ion, Mg2 plus ion and Na plus ion. Now all have what? Same number of electron, but charges are different. Aluminium Al3 plus got smallest size and highest nuclear charge. So phi of Al3 plus is largest, then phi of magnesium, then phi of Na plus. Look at that ratio. So remember that in one case what we have taken charge nearly same, but size is different. Here both charge and radius are different. Okay, higher the charge, smaller the size. I am repeating once more. Higher the positive charge, smaller will be the size. Higher the positive charge, smaller will be the size. So here in this case what happened? Aluminium has both. It has highest charge and smallest size. So both things are favoring it. It has highest charge and smallest size. So phi of aluminium 3 plus is more than phi of sodium plus. Is simple or not? Very simple that is. Are we sure about that? Clear? Similarly, magnesium has what? More charge and smaller in size in comparison to sodium. So I am repeating once more, higher the charge, smaller the size, more will be the polarizing power and more will be the covalent nature. Now let's look at that. Polarizing power of the cation is defined by the ability of the cation to deform the electronic cloud of the anion. That how easily it can deform the anion. It has experimentally found that smaller size and high positive charge have more polarizing power. I told you just now. So Al3 plus, now you can see that it has 51 picometer only and sodium has 96 picometer. So what can happen? Radius of Al3 plus is what? Smaller than radius of Na plus. So what can happen? So you can easily see that Al3 plus has more polarizing power than Na plus. So aluminum compound will be more covalent. So it is very simple. AlCl3 is more covalent than NaCl. NaCl is ionic compound, but AlCl3 has what? Although made up of ions, but it has more covalent character. So you can easily see that AlCl3 more covalent than MgCl2, more covalent than NaCl. Although all of them contains ions, but due to the deformation in the anion, covalent character has been imparted. Now the polarizing power of the cation is expressed by using a symbol phi, which is known as ionic potential. The value of phi is equal to the ratio of cationic charge by cationic radius. The polarizing power, the ability of the cation to deform the anion, increases with the increase in phi. So if phi is more, covalent character is more. So you can say if phi is more, deformation is more, covalent character is more. Okay, so covalent character of the compound increases with the increase the value of the phi. if we move left to right along a period, the extent of cationic charge increases and ionic radius decreases, so value of phi increases. Again, if we move from top to bottom along the group, the extent of cationic charge does not change, but ionic radius increases, so phi decreases. So you can see that here from lithium to cesium, what can happen? From lithium to cesium, polarizing power, that is polarizing power decreases. Polarizing power decreases. Sorry, polarizing power is what? It decreases. Are you sure about that? While in the period it increases. I told you already. Na plus less than Mg2 plus less than Al3 plus less than Si4 plus, like that. Now the other factor you have to keep in your mind is that factors that influence the polarizability of the anion. That which factor influence the polarizability of an anion, and in many cases a simpler atom also, a molecule also, because when we going to discuss the dissolution of various gases in liquid solvent, we will come to that point also. So polarizability is the word in this chapter, although associated with the anion, but polarizability in a larger scale means the tendency of the anion or the tendency of the molecule or the tendency of the atom to get deformed under the influence of a highly positively charged cation or a positive end of the dipole. The relationship between polarizability and factor of electron density is discussed follows. Greater the number of electron, less control the nuclear charge has on the charge distribution. So more the number of electron, easily it can be deformed. So the greater the number of electron, more will be the polarizability of the anion. Greater the distance of the electron from the nuclear charge, it means larger the size. Greater the distance of the electron from the nuclear charge, the less control the nuclear charge has on the charge distribution. So it means if the electron density is away from the nucleus has less control of that, so it can be easily influenced by the outside cation and undergo deformation, and therefore the polarizability increases that of atom or the anion. The third that is very important is the molecular orientation with respect to the electric field can affect polarizability. That what is the molecular orientation? That happens in the case of when gases or some other substances get dissolved in water or other polar solvent. So here, except for the molecule that have tetrahedral, octahedral or icosahedral geometry, the factor is more important for unsaturated molecule that contains electron dense regions such as 2,4-hexadiene. Greatest polarizability in these molecules achieved when the electric field is applied parallel to the molecule rather than perpendicular to the molecule. Now this is somewhat advanced level things, but you have to understand here very important point that now what are Fazan's rule? The rule states that smaller the size of the cation, the smaller cations have high electron density, so they tend to deform the electron cloud of the anion to a greater extent. Therefore, compound having small cation have more covalent character than the smaller size cation. Okay, so what can happen that if you saw lithium chloride, sodium chloride, then what can happen? You can easily see that here as the size of lithium is least. Size of lithium is least. So it got what? It is able to deform the chloride anion to the maximum extent. I am repeating once more. Lithium got small size, so it will what? Deform the cation to the large extent. Similarly, in case of what? BeCl2, beryllium chloride, then you have magnesium chloride, then you have what? Then you have, after that, calcium chloride, then you have strontium chloride, and then you have barium chloride. Now you can easily see that here I am writing the covalent nature. What is that? Covalent nature. Beryllium got the smallest size. Beryllium got the smallest size. So what can happen? Smallest size cation means deformation of the anion happens to a very large extent. So larger the deformation of the anion, more will be the covalent nature in the compound. So beryllium cation will cause maximum polarization and barium cation cause least. Okay. Similarly, lithium will cause maximum polarization, but cesium will cause the least. So more the polarization, more will be the covalent nature. Okay. Similarly, you can see in this case also what happens. Boron chloride, then you have AlCl3, then you have here also you can see boron got what? Boron got the smallest size, so it has the least what? It got the most covalent nature. Next thing is about the large size of the anion. So larger the size of the anion, easily it can be deformed. Polarization increases with the increase in size of the anion. As the size of the anion increases, it is easy to deform it. This is because electron cloud of the bigger anion will held less firmly by the nucleus. So it is easily deformed by the cation nearby. So larger the anion, higher will be the polarizability and higher will be the covalent nature. Okay. Here you can see lithium cation is same, but iodide anion, bromide anion, chloride anion and fluoride anions are there. So size is what? Size means iodide ion is largest in size. So deformation is largest in where? Deformation means polarization. Polarization will be more in iodide ion, comparatively less in bromide, and least in fluoride. Least in what? Fluoride anion. Least in what? Fluoride anion. So what can happen here? You can easily see that deformation is what? Deformation is maximum in iodide ion. So what can happen? Lithium iodide is what? Lithium iodide is most covalent, and lithium fluoride is what? Least covalent. It is least covalent. So you can easily see that it is lithium bromide, then you have lithium chloride. So you can see that the least covalent compound is what? Most ionic, and most covalent is what? Is least ionic. So larger the size of the anion, easily it can be deformed. Simpler understood? Now next is large charge on the cation or anion. So larger the charge on the cation or the anion, more will be the covalent nature. Okay, for example, what can happen? Let us suppose you have NaCl, you have MgCl2 and you have AlCl3. Now among cation, what can happen? Among cation, aluminium got the highest charge. So what can you have? AlCl3 being highest nuclear charge will have the most covalent nature. Will have most covalent nature. I am representing here covalent nature of the various compound. Similarly, if you have what? If you have sulfide ion, if you have chloride ion, and if you have phosphide anion, then what can happen? Let us suppose NaCl is same here. Then sodium phosphide will have what? This is the size of the anion, higher the charge. So it is most covalent. It is most covalent. It is least covalent. Similarly, what can happen? You may have chloride ion, you may have like sulfate anion, and you have phosphate anion. So if the compound is same, like it is potassium phosphate, then it is potassium sulfate, and then you have potassium chloride. What can happen? Larger the charge on the anion, easily it can be deformed. So potassium phosphate is what? Most covalent. It is the most covalent compound. Potassium phosphate is most covalent compound. Okay, why? Higher the charge on the anion, easily it can be deformed. I am repeating once more. Higher the charge on the anion, easily it can be deformed. Similarly, larger the size of the larger the charge on the cation, more will be its polarizing power, and it has the great ability to deform the given anion. So covalent character will be more. Next is about what? Next is very important. Cation with the 18 electron configuration will have greater polarizing power than cation with the 8 electronic configuration. It means pseudo noble gas, the compound which have NS2 NP6 ND10 configuration, will have more covalent nature than NS2 NP6 configuration. So this is very important. That is why you will have CuCl more covalent than NaCl. Okay, you have AgCl more covalent than what? KCl. Okay, you have silver nitride more covalent than what? Potassium nitrite. So these are very simple things you have to memorize. Why? Because copper, silver, gold, they all have pseudo noble gas configuration. They have a pseudo noble gas configuration. So the compound having pseudo noble gas configuration will have more covalent character than the cation having noble gas configuration. Okay, the compound having pseudo noble gas configuration have more polarizing power. Okay, the compound having pseudo noble gas configuration, pseudo noble gas configuration have what? Have more polarizing power.